everyone. It's just after 1 a.m. on what is now going to be Saturday. I've literally just come and laid in bed. I'm feeling very unwell and I'm very down. I went to the doctor's today, and as I was waiting, they got a phone call, and it was when the hacking thing happened and all the computers were shut down and there was a lot of confusion and rushing around, and my appointment was at 3 o'clock and the doctor took her first patient in at 3:30, and the person whose appointment it was at 3:20 went in before me. So I sat there like, why has he gone in before me? And what had happened was, I arrived for my appointment at 10 to 3, and then as I was sat there, I think it was like 3:05 or something like that, that's when they got the phone call saying about the hacking, and then they started shutting the computers down, and then they started to revert to the patient's list that they print off at the start of every day or the day before, and giving the doctor a copy as well, and then somehow my name was put second on the list even though my appointment was at 3. So he went in and he wasn't in long, and then I was taken in, but because of everything that had gone on with all like the computers having to be shut down, she was like having to write notes by hand, so she didn't write very many notes and had to write a paper prescription out. And I don't think I even remember the days when they used to write them out. Like, they must have done when I was younger, but I don't remember it. But it was really funny because like some doctors' handwriting is really bad, so I was there thinking, I wonder if her handwriting is bad and if they're actually going to be able to read it at the pharmacist and at the pharmacy. But they actually, when I read it, I could actually read what it said. But one of the reasons I needed the appointment, not only because of my physical health, but I'm so low mentally, but when I tried to talk about it, it kind of went over her head, and I think it was because she was like 40 minutes behind, and I don't think she wanted to sit and write a lot of things down because, I don't know, like, obviously she can't view my record because she can't get on the computer, so I mean she knows my record enough, but she was more concerned with my physical health because obviously that's affecting my mental health because of how ill I am. And I got prescribed some medication which I had to pick up from the doctors on Monday because I discharged myself before the doctor had time to decide if I needed medication. So I picked the medication up Monday and was like, I'm not going to take that, and I didn't take it until I woke up extremely ill on Wednesday, and I took it Wednesday and it had an adverse effect on me, so I ended up having to stop taking it on Thursday. And so when I went into the doctor's yesterday on Friday, I told her why I stopped taking it, and she agreed that it was making me ill in a different way, and has prescribed me something else. And I've never had this, what I'm on now. I'd had what I'd been prescribed, but I'd had it in hospital, the one that had made me ill. When I was in hospital, because I was having it by IV, it wasn't making me ill. But when I got out, they prescribed the tablet version, which has got different things in, because obviously they're making it into a tablet. And the tablet was huge. Like, I didn't know if I was what I was actually meant to do with it. It was so big, and I can't swallow tablets, so I was having to break it into 5 pieces because it was that big, and try and swallow it with food. But I'm struggling with food at the moment as well. But the ones she's given me are much smaller now, and I've only actually had one because I'm kind of scared to take them because of how ill I got on the other ones. So I got them, and she's prescribed me some of the tablets that I overdosed on in February, and she was like, I knew she didn't really want to give them to me because she's being very careful with what she's giving me at the moment. She'll give me a week at a time and not anymore. And I basically said to her, look, I'm not gonna do that again with those tablets, because the ones that I took are the most disgusting tablets I've ever had in my mouth. And I've had to chew up tablets before now just to get them down me, and even without chewing them up and putting them in my mouth, they're the most hideous tasting tablets. So, and the amount she's given me wouldn't be enough, I don't think, but she's trusting me. I mean, she's given me a week's worth, which isn't a massive amount, but she gave me some because of the amount of pain that I'm in. So I just didn't get to talk about how I'm feeling mentally, and I'm finding that really hard at the moment. Like, I'm feeling ways that I've never felt before, and there's a video coming up about that where I don't know if it's already up. Like, I'm getting confused because I've edited some videos tonight, so I've got videos scheduled till the 31st of May now, and I think I've got enough footage to get me till at least the 10th of June, because I'm still trying to get videos up until July, like I said in my update video. But as I've said in the last few recent videos, I know 2 went up, one on the 1st and one on the 2nd of May. I am struggling with this channel because of how I'm feeling, and as I've said, and it's not a spoiler, and I know I elaborate on it in upcoming videos that I've edited tonight, I don't think I can carry on. I'm gonna struggle to get to the 1st of July. That's me being very honest about it. I can't be more honest about it, because of how I'm feeling mentally and because of my physical health. It will be a miracle if I get videos up daily till July. Like, that's basically how it is. The only reason I'm going to get till June is because I've sat and edited a lot this evening to try and distract myself, but one of the videos I had to edit this evening broke me. I was literally in tears watching myself on this video, and the video's only about 6 minutes long, and the content of that video, oh, I'm getting upset about it again. It basically upset me so much watching how upset I was in that video, and that video basically sums up a lot of what's wrong with me at the moment, and the video won't make sense to anyone other than me. and the person that had the conversation that I talk about in this video. But yeah, that was a hard one for me to edit, and I didn't even really edit it. I just watched it, put a title thing on and an end thing, and that was it. But it really, really upset me. So yeah, I'm so down, and I've been looking at things that a depressed person shouldn't be looking at, things that could trigger me to do things. I'm not going to go into details about that, but that's the stage I'm at, how I'm feeling. Obviously, being so physically unwell is not helping the situation at all. It's exacerbating. Oh, I keep using that word and it's the wrong one. Basically making the situation worse. Because obviously when you're feeling physically super unwell, it obviously makes you feel more down, and like I am really, really ill, and I know like my doctor said like we need to get you better physically because she knows that's gonna make me feel worse. And you know, I said one of the reasons I had to leave the hospital is because being there was making my mental health worse, like really worse. And I'm not gonna get into details in this video at what I started to think about, but I knew I had to get out of that place. And you know, being stuck in there was so hard, and not being able to get out or have any privacy was just the hardest thing for me. And not being able to go out for drives, and I've not been able to do that since I've been out. You're gonna see a video in I think Monday and Tuesday, and I filmed it on Thursday night when I went to Tesco. Like I drove off and I parked up, and it was only like 9 or 10 o'clock at night, and I filmed a video which I split into 2, and they'll be on Monday, Tuesday. And that was the first time that I've been out in the evening, but to me it wasn't the evening. Like normally when I go out for a drive it's like 1 in the morning, but there's no way I can possibly do that at the moment, and that's making me feel a lot worse. Because right now, instead of filming this, I would be out having a drive, and that would probably stop me from filming this. And I'm just finding it hard that I can't just go out for a drive and try and stop these thoughts that are going on in my head. So obviously my physical health needs to improve, and my doctor's trying to facilitate that, and I have to see her again next week so she can give me some more medication if I need it. But I'm just hating how low I feel, and it is really bad. I mean, for me to get to the point where I'm considering stopping this channel just goes to show how much I'm suffering, because even when I've been at my lowest, I've still managed to keep going with this channel. So it's showing a lot that I'm considering stopping completely after the 1st of July, but also how I'm struggling and even considering not even trying to put a video up every day till the 1st of July. Like, that was one thing, like I said I would never do, would be give up on this channel, but it is affecting me so much that A, I don't even want to be on camera, B, I don't really want to talk about much in detail. Like, I'm not giving too much detail. Like, I won't even disclose what's wrong with me physically, or lots of other things. Like I'm stopping myself because I just don't want to do it, and I don't know, like, I just can't go with this anymore. I just don't want this. I hate the way that I feel, and I hate that I've got no one to talk to about how I feel, and everything's just too much for me, and everyone wants something from me, and I've got nothing left to give. Like, I have nothing. And there's only one person I want to talk to, and I'm not being allowed, and that's making my mental health a lot worse, and I can't cope with how it's making me feel. And I just have no one to talk to about how I'm feeling, and I tried to talk to the doctor today, and it was like it was ignored. I mean, I don't think she was ignoring me, but I just feel like she was so busy, she just didn't have the time to talk to me about what's wrong with me. And I just feel like I need to talk to someone, and I've got no one. And I don't know, I just feel like I'm being treated badly by a certain set of people still, and how I'm being ignored, and I'm trying to get hold of someone and talk to them, and they're not responding to me, and it's just making me feel worse. And like, they say they're trying to help me, but they've done nothing to try and help me. Like, it's just trying to bring me down and make me feel worse, because the reality is I was fine, and certain decisions have made, and certain things that people have said to me have made me worse, and like, they just don't care about how ill they're making me. And then when I'm in hospital, I'm getting harassing phone calls demanding things from me about a thing that I didn't want anything to do with it in the first place, and it's just all too much for me to cope with, and I have no one to turn to and ask for help. No one's listening to me, and there's just this big massive vendetta against me, where they're trying to say I've done things that I haven't done and make me feel like crap, and when I've tried to report things, they just ignore me. I just can't go with this anymore. I don't even want to be here anymore. I just don't. I have no one to tell how I'm feeling. I'm just sick of the same old shit every day. I hate this. I hate every little bit of it. And there's just one person that I want to talk to, and they won't let me, so what's the point in me even carrying on? Because I can't do it anymore.